I'm Gilbert Sebihogo, the Executive Director of the Network of African National Human Rights Institutions, which is an umbrella body of national institutions in Africa. It brings together about 44 national human rights institutions across the continent. We do support the establishment and strengthen the capacity of our members, which are national institutions, to deliver on their human rights promotion, protection, and advocacy mandates as the Paris Principles. The level and pace of implementation of the decisions by state parties remains a major challenge to African human rights mechanism. The African Commission on Human People's Rights and the African Court on Human People's Rights, in particular, have often lamented over the low levels of implementation of their decisions and judgments by the respective states. An example is the Andorois community case, in which the African Commission on Human People's Rights ruled in 2010 that the Kenyan government had violated the human rights of the indigenous people. The community was unprocedurally evicted from their homes in Lake Bogoria. The African Commission directed that the Kenyan government returns the land and compensates the community. 9 years later, the decision is yet to be implemented. Failure to implement these decisions has a direct impact on the realization of justice for the victims, who sees these two bodies after exhausting domestic remedies. As a collective responsibility towards enhanced human rights promotions, protection, and advocacy, other institutions at the national level must play their roles in ensuring the states are in full compliance with the outcomes. For these institutions to succeed in promoting and protecting the rights of the people as per the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, they must work in strategic collaboration and cooperation with the regional bodies and other stakeholders. Based on the above, national human rights institutions are expected to lead the other stakeholders in their human rights mandates as defined by the United Nations Paris Principles. It is in recognition of this role as essential partners for the effective implementation of African Charter on Human People's Rights at the national level that the African Commission on Human People's Rights grants a special affiliate status to African NHRIs. Out of the 45 NHRIs established in Africa, 29 had been granted the affiliate status to the African Commission as of October 2018. While the protocol establishing the African Court on Human People's Rights does not make a specific provision for allowing NHRIs direct access, NHRIs can access the court through the African Commission. To aid the NHRIs in fulfilling their mandate, we as the network, with the support of other partners like the Implementation Center of the University of Bristol, have developed and published a set of guidelines on the role of NHRIs in following up on the implementation of decisions of the African Commission on Human People's Rights and the judgment of the African Court on Human People's Rights. NHRI's action and strategies in the guidelines include providing the African Commission and the African Court with reliable, accurate, and regular information on the level of implementation and the compliance by the states of the decisions. Publicizing the decisions of the regional human rights bodies at the national level, providing technical assistance to the states for the implementation of the decisions of the Commission and the African Court, verifying the reliability and accuracy of the information received from the states concerning the execution and compliance with the decisions of the African Commission and the African Court, collaborating with relevant national partners in the follow-up of the implementation of decisions of the Commission and the African Court, as well as adopting a victim-centered approach to monitoring the implementation of the decisions of the African Commission and the African Court. In collaboration with the regional bodies, we organize regional workshops and other events for our members. The workshop provides the platform for sharing of experiences on following up the implementation of decisions. The members also identify and discuss possible solutions to challenges encountered. The Network of African National Human Rights Institutions also provides support to some NHRIs in the follow-up of strategies case in some of the countries like Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and Sierra Leone.